YouTube was happening. It is Saturday, April 19th, and now we're going to turn our attention to the NHL because the playoffs are beginning today. I didn't bet the last day of the season a couple days ago because I didn't feel like betting on backups, and a lot of backups played. Yeah, a lot of starters did too, but yeah, we waited for today. Today is what matters. For the next so many days in a row, we have playoff hockey every single day, which means we're going to have plays on every single game. I'm going to make a play of something, most likely. So we got beautiful matchups today. We got St. Louis, Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas. Tomorrow we got 3 games. Monday we got 4 games. Tuesday, you see how it goes. We have hockey every day. Good stuff. So I don't have any plays to look at yesterday, but we can just go ahead and jump at the first game. How does that sound? Does that work for you? Cool. Let's go. First game, St. Louis, Winnipeg. The Jets, 196 at home money line, 5.5 is our total. We need to look at who is going to be in go projected. So we go to the schedule. I have it pulled up here. Lineup experts, good stuff. We have Jordan and Connor, as expected, 268 and a 2 even. Look at Connor, beast. So those are our goalies. Let's pop over to our spreadsheet. Look at our numbers. How have we been doing? 7-2-1. They had to fight to get into the playoffs, and they fought indeed and did well. They fought the whole last month to get there. This team has been on fire this month. So in Winnipeg, 7-3, just kind of chilled, still did their thing. And still did their thing because 116 points is ridiculous. So yeah, 7 versus 2, 25 versus 7. St. Louis looks better statistically, but they were trying to score more than Winnipeg was. So neither team gives up many shots. They don't get many shots off. Player props is where we're gonna have to go, and I don't know what we're gonna find here. This is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. Click it. Sign. Get you a week for free. We put the right game up, which is Blues and Jets. Oh well. I mean, if it's 100 versus 1, what are we going to do? Do we take Robert Thomas to see if he can just do it? Because, I mean, look at the man on his assists. Over half is 115. Dude is cooking on assists. Connor gives up 2 goals on average per game. That's what he does. Winnipeg in the last 10 is at 1.9. 2.3 on the season because Connor is a beast. Can Robert Thomas assist on one of those 2 potential goals on average? On average, there should be 2 goals. St. Louis is scoring 3.6 in the last 10 games, 3 on the season, so there could be potentially a 3rd goal if Connor has a rough day. So head to head, let's see how he's done. He's had points in 5 straight games. Okay, we found a winner. But we'll look at the rest just in case. Pavel under first. You want to take that. Braden Shen under, cool. If you want, I don't like taking 60s on anything, and I particularly don't want to take unders unless I absolutely have to for some reason. So because overs are fun to root for. Look at Connor. Saves. Oh, we got saves. Exciting. Let's look at it. Saves. All right, we can work with that. Hold up, spreadsheet. Let's come over here. Shots. Ooh, 25.6. That's it. Last 10. Okay. So he's averaging 2 goals a game. It's 1.9. So, okay, if you got 25.6 shots, that means 23.6 were not saved. So we got to think 23.6 is a number here. So 21 still over that, though. And I think St. Louis is probably try to shoot more, you would think. Especially if they get down. They should try to shoot more. So Connor over saves could be this might be a good play too. I might take Thomas and Connor. You know what? I'm gonna take both. Because why? Because I can. That's why. Let me add another line to this so I have it below. Thank you. 2 plays in this one. Thank you. First one is going to be Thomas over 0.5 assists, not point, just an assist. And second is going to be BYCK over 21.5 saves. Never get to take his saves. Never. I've never taken his saves this season. So head to head, you can see how he has done. Last one was April 7th, but whatever. I'm going by the average numbers, and we have a 2 shot on goal cushion if we did the math right. So Connor saves, Thomas points, or assist, not point, assist. What is his points? Hold up. Let's look at the points real quick. Points is minus 178. So if you want to be a little safer with it, you could take the points. I'm going to roll the dice, be a little more risky with the assist. So just because of how well he's been doing. That's last 5. This is last 10. He's 10 for 10. Hell, what's his streak currently? 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. His streak's 11 right now. So how many goals has he scored? Not many. So yeah, I'll take the assist for Thomas. I'll take the saves for Connor. Let's move on to the next game. All right, next up we got Colorado and Dallas. We can see is Colorado 146 with a 6.5 total. Let's look over at the actual goalies that are going out there for us. And net is usual is McKenzie and Jake. Who else would we expect? Nobody else, obviously. Spreadsheet, look at the numbers. We see the numbers. The main thing that stands out is 6v32. Dallas is allowing 35.4 shots a goal last 10. That's a lot. So I can see somebody from Colorado hitting 2 to 3 easily. So, but who is going to be the question? We pull everything up here. We see our normal props, just how we see everything. Nothing really stands out here. We got Jake saves, which we're also going to look at him. But I also made a new tab where it's just shots on goal over, so we can find out who is the ones we need to look at. And I already opened a bunch of tabs, all your usual suspects. Now, a lot of experts has Colorado's front line looking like this. Let me show you. This is what they're showing for their lines. We got Dorian, Nathan, and Martin, and then we got this, and then we got line 3. So we're going to focus on line 1, which is going to be probably McKinnon is the main one we're going to focus on because his number is always the highest, and he has easily crushed this line many times. Martin would be next, probably, and then if you come down to defenseman, you can see the line there. So good stuff. I love this website. Lineup Experts, awesome site. Awesome site. Props. So back to this. So we have all our stuff. We want overs. So we got, this is Jake saves. First thing we have, I need 2 plays. This might be one of them. If he is having to, if Dallas is giving up 35.4 shots on goal, the man gonna have a busy day. I'm just telling you right now, unless, and Colorado's getting 30.6. Yeah, I'm taking the over here all day and twice on Sunday. Easily saves here. No problem. Yeah. And then head to head, you can see what's happened every time he faced Colorado. There's all your stuff. So yeah, I'm taking the over for him for sure. But which Colorado player am I going to add? So I went to go Martin. Well, head to head, you see what he's done. Last 10, he's been kind of chill last few games. Not much, but again, last few games of the season, weird things happen. We know this in every sport. So there you go. Last 20, you can see more consistency back here, but head to head is what I care about the most. Or we could go Kale. You could look at Kale. Not so much. Again, kind of chill. I go head to head. I think I like Martin more, so we're going to take Kale out. Sorry. McKinnon obviously always does a bunch regardless. Head to head, yeah, 7, 8s. We have 8s and 7s and 6s on here. He's averaging 4.54 against Dallas. Last 10, he's averaging 4. His number's at 3.5 though. I think you at 1.5 to get 2 at 4.5 average is better than the McKinnon. So we're going to keep Martin on here. There we go. And then we're going to go Devin. Devin, you see his numbers. Not loving those. Valerie, again, not loving these either. Head to head. Yeah, still like the other ones better. And then lastly, Brock. Brock, 2, not good enough. So the 2 plays, after narrowing it all down, I come up with 2 final props. We got to take him. We're going to take him on shots on goal, 1.5. And we're going to take Jake on the saves. Those are our 2 plays. Let me just go ahead and type this in. So it's going to be OETTINGER. So basically, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going one side and then the goalie, other side, goalie for both games. It works, though. I can't complain. Over 26.5 saves. I'll be shocked if Colorado does not put up at least 30 shots. Now, this could be a high-scoring game, too. You never know. So I'm just excited to have goalie props. How often do you see me have goalie props? Not often, because by the time I do the video, early in the morning, they ain't ready. But now, playoff time, they're like, yeah, we know who's going out there. Not a problem. We already got this. So we merge that cell. And then we're going to go to Martin. So NECAS over 1.5 shots on goals, my play there. So boom, 4 plays in 2 games. I love that. Good stuff. Hopefully it goes great. So let's look at the schedule. Tomorrow is Sunday. There are 3 games tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Go check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheet. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow on Sunday for some more NHL. Peace.